So if for some reason you're clicking on this video and you don't know what this is about, during the PlayStation Showcase, Bungie announced they're going to be making an extraction shooter using their 1994 Boomer Shooter Marathon IP. So it seems a lot of people have been on the fence about this game because it's not going to have a single player mode, and it looks so drastically different from the original Marathon game. I think I have an idea of why. Marathon's aesthetic is like grungy, militaristic 80s sci-fi, and Bungie has already made a game like that of course you probably haven't heard of. Halo. There is also Destiny, a game that you also probably haven't heard of, that has a lot of that similar aesthetic, though of course it was like developed into a more stylized fantasy sci-fi aesthetic. So basically what I'm trying to say is Bungie probably feels the need to make their own newly revitalized IP stand out from its older games and not feel like a repeat. That's also probably why they aren't including a campaign, because they've already done a ton of that already. However, I can see why people are understandably upset, because Marathon has a lot of rich lore to explore, and only including lore tidbits around a multiplayer map seems like a letdown. Also, funny thing real quick, I did not watch the PlayStation Showcase live, so I had found out about the new Marathon reboot from replies on a 3-year-old YouTube comment I had made where I mentioned I wish Bungie would bring back the Marathon IP. I'll link the video I commented on in the description because it's a good video breaking down what takes place in the original, like the first original Marathon game, for those of you who want to learn more about it. But yeah, guys, I totally predicted this. You're welcome. Anyways, as for my opinion on the new art style aesthetic, I'm actually open to it. I get it's that like clean, generic, modern, sterile looking, I think it's called like NASA Punk or like Decor or some shit. Let me know what it's actually called, but I actually like it. Like, I like that kind of sci-fi style aesthetic. Like, that shot in the trailer with, like, the nanite bugs, it looked dope as hell. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. I know it's not, like, the original Marathon look, but it's not a bad look either. Like, some people are saying, like, it looks kind of, like, generic-y, video game Fortnite-y, but I'm just like, I mean, yeah, but, like, also, nah. So, there are some parts from the trailer and the art they've shown so far luckily do pay homage to the original art style, so I wouldn't fret too much since we haven't seen gameplay yet. And with reveals like this, we gotta understand that trailers versus actually seeing the gameplay are oftentimes two very different expectations, and they can always improve the art style a tad through skins and map updates. Anyways, as for my opinion on them choosing to do an extraction shooter, I'm actually open to the idea. Here's a clip from one of my Warzone streams where I was talking a bit about with like a friend.
What I'm most excited about is that I heard that it's an extraction shooter.
I've never been a fan of extraction shooters. I was okay with Hunt Showdown, but I didn't really play a ton of it. But if this game has like really good like...
2 landed on you, Z.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I'm dying.
Broken in there.
Won my gulag, I'm coming back.
Cheater.
Yeah, so I'm actually looking forward to it because if it has like Destiny,
that's what I'm thinking. It's gonna be
Halo.
Very,
oh, what? Why are we dying?
I need help. Thank you.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, like bro, we're trying to have a conversation and they keep fucking
guys,
killing us.
The fuck?
Like what the fuck? Like. Yeah, so. If it's just like Halo and Destiny, I am so down to fucking play it. Like, I will main that game if it's actually fun, but we have to wait and see. Like,
that's what I sort of got when I saw that it was an extraction shooter, PvP extraction shooter. So what are the 2 things that Bungie did really well at? They sort of mastered it in Halo is the PvP, like how it plays and the arcadiness of it.
Yeah.
And then for the past 10 years. They've been pumping out content for Destiny, and it's all about marketplace, you know, spawn rates, you know, rarity items.
It's
you know, they have this whole database of exactly what you need to make an extraction shooter good.
We're right by.
The guy is freezing on my screen. I don't know if that's my end or the servers. Nice. Yeah, so I'm gonna be playing it day 1.
Oh,
of course,
sure.
the PlayStation kiddos are probably gonna get like day one,
oh,
but yeah.
2025, yeah, I'm for sure gonna run that.
Wait, yeah, is there a date when it's coming out?
Nah, they didn't even show any gameplay, so.
Oh, okay. So to reiterate more on the extraction shooter aspect of this game, if they wanted to make a multiplayer game, it wouldn't make sense for them to try and make an arena shooter again or another PvE shooter. Since they're not going to make a single player game, the only other option is perhaps a battle royale, but the battle royale genre has been oversaturated, so that leaves the extraction shooter genre. Since it isn't as saturated as battle royale, but is still popular, Marathon could take advantage of that and build up a strong player base because there aren't a lot of extraction shooter options that are cross-platform. As I mentioned before, I don't really care for extraction shooters, but I do love Halo and Destiny PvP movement and gun mechanics when you strip away the abilities and power-up. So if they make an extraction shooter that has an arcadey FPS style gameplay, I think I'd enjoy it, as long as I don't have to play looting simulator and inventory arranger for 90% of the game like you do in Tarkov. I'm optimistic it could work, especially if they make it like Hunt Showdown but more action-packed. Anyways, thanks for watching the video. Xenadroid out. Yeet.